I will continue with the problem set 1, similarity. Last time, question number 8, I left half in that because I was getting some fractions. So I just would like to complete the calculation work in that. Do you recall in that the last 8, question number 8, okay? So you had two lines, I will draw a quick diagram, and then we had all perpendiculars. So 4 perpendiculars were given. Okay, and these points were named as A, B, C, D. This is 90, this is 90 perpendicular, all are 90. And on the other side, they were PQRS. And then I had explained that you were given this small part, A to B was 60, B to C was 70, and C to D was 80. And on the other side, instead of giving individual parts, this whole part was given, and that was 280. So I started with the calculations. First, I had used AB upon AD complete is PQ upon PS. Refer to that video. Okay, and in that we had got the value for PQ. So let us quickly calculate that once again. Okay, so I had got AB upon AD was PQ upon PS by the property of parallel lines and their transversals. AB was 60, AD complete 80 plus 70 plus 60. 80 plus 70 plus 60. So 210. 59 6. So 210. Other side PQ we don't know. PS was given 280. And then when I cross multiplied, 280 came on this side. So here 10 if you want you can cancel. So 6 into 280 divided by 21, that was the value for PQ. Now 3 2s are 6 and 3 7s are 21. So 3 goes common and 7 1s are 7, 7 4s are 28. So 40 into 2, 80. So this PQ I had got 80. Till here, and then next time I was getting a fraction, so I just left it there because time was getting up for me. PQ was 80. Second was now AB upon BC. AB upon BC would be equal to PQ upon QR. PQ upon QR. And this calculation in the last video I have not completed. So please let us check that. Put dots, put a bracket and write reason. Property of parallel lines. Now AB was 60. BC was 70, PQ we got 80 and QR we are trying to calculate. And then if you cross multiply, you get 60 into QR is equal to 80 into 70. 70 goes on that side. And now 60 will divide down. So what is QR going to be? 80 into 70 divided by 60. 60 will go down. Now cancel 1 0. Now 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8. So it is 40 because 1 0 is here. Now 40 into 7 is 280. And down you have got 3. I came till here, but then I thought maybe I copied something wrong or but no, it's coming fraction 280 divided by 3. Don't go and try to convert it. So QR, I got the value 280 divided by 3. And now last part remains is SR. Now this you got, whole you know. So what you can do is there are two choices in front of you. Either you can write the ratio QR upon SR will be equal to BC upon CD. That is one method. Or you add PQ and QR together and subtract from 280. You will get the remaining part. Do you want to do that? So let us add PQ now. We'll say now PQ plus QR is how much? Find out. PQ was 80 plus QR was 280 divided by 3. QR was 280 divided by 3. It doesn't give direct division, perfect number, so I am not dividing it. Now addition hai. So 3 is the LCM. Cross multiply 3 into 80. 8 3s are 24. So 80 into 3, 240 plus this number 280. What is the addition of sir? 8 and 4 12 carries 1, 2 and 2 4 and 1 5. 520 divided by 3. Again, does it divide? No, it doesn't give the perfect division. So let us leave it at 520 upon 3. So addition of these two parts we found out. Now whole part is 280. So we will now say now PS is equal to 280. That is given to be. Okay. And how is PS obtained? PQ plus QR plus RS. PQ plus QR plus RS. Though all three parts added together gives the complete part, PS. Okay, now PQ plus QR we found out. PQ plus QR, that came out 520 upon 3. So I am going to substitute. PS is known to be. So 280 will be equal to, addition of these two parts is 520 upon 3 and plus the last part is RS. Bring this number on the left side, it will be subtraction. So 280 minus 520 upon 3 should be equal to value of RS. Subtraction I am doing. So take LCM as 3. Cross multiply 280 into 3. Now 8 3s are 24, carries 2, 3 2s are 6 and 2 8 and 1 0, 840 minus 520. That should be equal to RS. So 280 into 3 gave me 840 minus 520 divided by 3. Now subtract these two numbers and then you'll get your answer for the third part. So 320 divided by 3. That is going to be equal to RS. Even that doesn't divide. So just leave it as it is. Now write all your answers below. They had asked you to find PQ. So write answers. PQ we got 80. Then next was QR. That came out 280 upon 3. And last part is RS. It came out 320 upon 3. So these two are coming out in fractions. Doesn't matter. Alright. Next. Let us go for number 9. Mark it a very important problem. Number 9. Now it is to be done by completing some activity blanks. Okay, we have to fill in the blanks. Triangle is PQR given, and in that M is given the midpoint of QR. Join PM. So this is PM will be called median of the triangle joining the midpoint of the opposite side. So we get a median that is given. Now this angle is bisected. This point denoted as X. So these two parts are equal. Angle bisection. MX bisects this angle. On the other side, through M, there is again a bisector. It will meet this side at Y. So let us denote it like this. So ray MY bisects angle PMR, the other side angle. Okay. Now I will just say here what is given. Observe. In triangle PQR, big triangle PQR, PM is median. You know the median, joining the opposite vertex and the midpoint of the side. So that's a median. Next, MX. So ray MX bisects angle PMQ. Ray MY, that bisects angle PMR. So two angle bisectors are given to you and we have to show. Now join X and Y. I have to prove XY and QR. They are parallel. So I have to show XY is parallel to QR. Everybody, full concentration. Do you recall? In a triangle, if I need to show one segment is parallel to the opposite side, showing parallel, converse of BPT. Given parallel, use BPT. Will you remember that? Now, they have actually given us to complete this, some of the steps. Let us go accordingly. Okay, so in triangle PMQ, can you see triangle PMQ? MX is the bisector. So, ray MX is bisector, underline that word, of angle PMQ. Everybody, angle bisector property. Do you recall? Triangle is PMQ. MX is the bisector. So bisector starts from M. I will also start from the same vertex M. Two sides of that triangle. MP upon MQ. Therefore, MP upon MQ and put block because these blanks we have filled should be equal to. Do you remember what I have been repeatedly saying? If you aimed at P here, start with P for angle bisector. Always remember that. So start with P, PX upon QX. PX upon QX. Again, I think all the blanks we had to fill. Call this as number 1. Put dots and the bracket here mention theorem of angle bisector. So first thing, MX was the angle bisector. So I started from the same vertex M, MP upon MQ equal to PX upon QX. Step number 1 is over. I'm going to erase all this right now. Okay. Next. Now they say in triangle PMR, other triangle ray MY bisects angle PMR. Angle PMR. Now MY is the bisector, so bisector starts with M. I will also start with the same letter M. So MP upon MR. Therefore MP upon MR should be equal to, I will even erase this because you have this written with you. Okay. Now I end with P, so start with P. PY upon RY. PY upon RY. And I think again all these were blanks which we have filled. Call this as number 2. Again put dots and in the bracket write the reason. Theorem of angle bisector. Next, MQ equal to MR given to you because it is a midpoint. So we will say, okay, I will first say that MQ equal to MR. You can call it number 3 and the bracket you can say given. So do you realize MP, numerator of this number 2 and here NP. Do you see on the left side NP and MP? You got the same term and denominators MQ and MR, they are already equal. Why? Because PM was a median. So M is the midpoint of this base. So MQ and MR, the two parts are already equal. I use that MQ equal to MR and numerator MP and NP, they are identical. So this complete ratio and this ratio, they have to be equal. Let us write that. So this ratio MP upon MQ equal to this ratio MP upon MR. You can call this number 4. Put dots and again in reason you can say from 1, 2, 3. Can I repeat quickly this step? Left side ratios I am claiming they are equal. Why? Denominators MQ and MR, they are equal and numerator MP and MP identical. So numerators are equal, denominators are equal. So this full ratio equal to this full ratio. LHS equal, so RHS have to be equal. So next step, I am now writing the RHS. Therefore, take RHS of 1, PX upon QX must be equal to RHS of 2, PY upon RY. I repeat, LHS equal means RHS equal. So I copied RHS of 1 and 2. Call this number as now 5. Number 5. I'll erase all these things now. And now do you see what you get? Ratios are equal. See which ratios are equal. Px upon xq. So Px upon Qx equal to Py upon Yr. In the triangle, ratios are equal means lines have to be parallel. Why? Converse of BPT. And therefore you can say, therefore in triangle PQR, XY parallel to QR. Put a block around that but put dots and give reason properly. Converse of BPT, basic proportionality theorem.